It's 10 o'clock. And this is TV8 News, live at 10. And now, Dave Busiek.
And good evening. Sheila O'Connor sitting in with us tonight for Kevin. The pari-mutuel betting bill was dealt a severe setback this evening in the Iowa legislature, and its future is uncertain. The House Ways and Means Committee voted the bill down on a 17-16 vote. Proponents say the pari-mutuel bill isn't dead, but they don't know when they can collect the votes needed to get it out of committee. Critics have said betting on the ponies will bring organized crime and more family problems into Iowa. Amoco Oil Company is bringing more jobs into Iowa. Amoco is closing its credit card processing center in North Carolina and moving the operation to the processing center located on Westtown Parkway in West Des Moines. TV8's Rick Swalwell says 250 jobs will be added to the local payroll.
It boiled down to choosing between Iowa or North Carolina. Amoco split its credit card processing into the two offices nearly 10 years ago. But changes in technology, a decrease in oil marketing out east, and a need to get the credit card operation under one roof were the deciding factors.
We did look at both locations for that. One factor here was the size of our facility is larger than the one in Raleigh, so it should be able to handle the entire operation. Another is the productivity of the people we have found here has been a major factor. And third, we think the climate here for business is extra good, and we think the tax climate will remain good in Iowa for business.
Employees at the Raleigh office will be offered first crack at the new Des Moines positions. Company officials estimate 1/3 of the 250 jobs will be filled by transferring employees. That leaves some 170 slots open for area workers.
The 250 new jobs, ranging from clerical to management positions, will add about $4 million payroll to the city's economy, and that is good news. Amoco says the consolidation effort will begin within 60 days and should be completed within a year. Rick Swalwell, TV8 News at 10.
Ford Dodge, already hit with large layoffs due to a plant closing, will have another 100 people out of work in about 1 year. The Hormel company is closing its meat canning plant, taking a $2 million payroll out of the Ford Dodge economy. In June of last year, Hormel closed its hog plant, laying off 800 people. The canning plant manager says the closing is related to the shutdown this May of the American Can Company plant next door, which produced containers for the Hormel company.
A wild chase on the city's northwest side ended up with a Des Moines police car forced off the road. The pursued car wrapped around a power pole and 3 young children in the car sent to a hospital tonight. The chain of events leading to the accident began this afternoon in Ankeny with a hit-and-run accident that caused several minor injuries. Earlier this evening, Polk County Deputy Dave Lincoln spotted the hit-and-run vehicle, which led him on a chase through the Merle Hay area at speeds up to 65 miles an hour. Des Moines police joined in the chase, and one of their squad cars trying to stop the vehicle was forced off the road. Then at Merle Hay Road in Hickman, the driver of the car lost control and slammed into a power pole. One of the 3 children in the car had her leg pinned in the wreckage, and another suffered a broken pelvis. The driver of the car, 25-year-old Julie Williams of 4419 Euclid, has been charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated, and its expected traffic charges will also be filed. A passenger in the car you just saw there was also charged. 19-year-old Jeffrey O'Line of Urbandale was arrested for outstanding traffic warrants and resisting arrest.
Doctors involved in the power play at Iowa Lutheran Hospital went to court today to prevent the hospital from kicking them off the medical staff. Attorney Bill Rosebrook, who's representing the doctors, says the court document also asks that the old medical staff get its power back. In February, the Lutheran Hospital Board stripped the doctors of their bylaws, instituted board-picked bylaws, and installed new medical staff officers. A hearing on the injunction request will be held April 14th. A $100 million remote control satellite was saved today from tumbling out of the Earth's orbit. The communications satellite was launched by the Space Shuttle Challenger. NASA officials are now working to get the satellite into its proper orbit. Morton Dean explains what went wrong.
The satellite detached from its rocket booster and eventually did unfurl like a golden-winged space-age spider, the world's biggest and most complex communications satellite. But it was in the wrong orbit. It was supposed to be in a geosynchronous orbit, more than 22,000 miles high, its velocity matching the Earth's rotation, so that the satellite would remain over the same geographical spot all of the time. Trouble is, its orbit is now lower and faster, which could severely limit its effectiveness. The experts scrambled for a fix. The satellite has its own small propulsion system, which now may be used for a job it was not designed to do.
As you know, we have 1,300 pounds of hydrazine aboard. We have a thruster system, and we feel that with several hundred pounds of the hydrazine system, we can significantly correct the orbit to near geosynchronous.
The potential for success is uncertain.
Polk County Attorney Dan Johnston says he may request a special prosecutor be appointed to check into the narcotics division of the city police department. Johnston has been angry of late about charges that narcotics officers tried to set him up as a drug user through a woman informant convicted of drug charges. Rob Davis has more on the story.
A police internal affairs investigation reportedly cleared the officers of any wrongdoing, though the county attorney says he's never formally been notified about the outcome of that probe. Johnston confirmed the suspect has never been given a polygraph test, though she has offered to take one. Des Moines Police Internal Affairs Commander Captain Jack Ness has declined to comment. TVA News has learned the woman who made the allegations is 25-year-old Susan Eisentraut of Des Moines, who pleaded guilty earlier this year to drug charges. According to court documents, she made cocaine and marijuana buys from an undercover police officer last fall. She's been sentenced to the Fort Des Moines Correctional